Stardate. It has now been confirmed that Ridley does not appear in this game, thus confirming it to be the most original story.
Damn, I was ready for Ridley.
I'm sorry, no Ridley in this game, actually. They actually
You know
stick
what?
to it.
Good. No Ridley this time.
I mean,
Ridley's not bad. He's just not a
Wait,
requirement.
did you mean that they got rid of him?
Yes, he
Can I
just
murder
said
you?
that. You're about to say St. James as well.
Well, I mean,
You know
to be
what?
fair, it's 2 for 2 considering that Ridley didn't appear. You know, that's kind of a funny thing is that up until recently, he's never been in a game with a. He's never been in 2s.
What were you going to say, honey?
Yeah.
This is towards Matt.
Again!
Oh, there goes.
No, stop!
Oh, there go-
Alright, Logan, stop stealing the thunder. Obviously, he tries to shoot me. Stop pretending that he shoots you, because obviously he shoots me. Do you have to see the giant hole in my chest for that?
And would you, and for the love of God, Doug, would you please stop using my VHS tapes as ammo?
And Matt, please put that,
Is that
thing
what I'm
away.
using?
There's like children here.
What children?
Oh,
We're all
children.
adults here!
Oh, also, so again, remember when I mentioned that prophecy that we need to definitely make sure you scan every single time? You can usually tell when there's one, when they see the big shiny blue thing. So it's important you shine these because when you read them in order, notice how that says a flash of yellow lightning. So, long story short, the game hides a secret code that you have to enter if you want the good ending in those lore pieces. If you don't read them, you're screwed. Which will also quickly bring me to one of my least favorite parts about this game in terms of like my OCD is that I cannot 100% this game. I don't like it because this game counts every scannable as part of your 100%.
Well,
completion.
that's a problem with all the Prime games. All the Prime games do that.
That's fair. So although I'm going to be getting
Sort
pretty
of.
much
I mean,
all...
technically, there was only certain types of things you needed to scan.
Also,
but
I
here
now
it's,
see
it's
we're
claiming
going
that
for
everything
Minecraft.
needs to be scanned. And
Yep.
yeah.
That's why
It
I'm
does
not
look like
mostly
that.
doing it in my prime run through.
Yeah.
So although I will be going for almost every, although I do believe I go for every E-tank because you know you're gonna need them all you can get, and I do try my best to go for all the other bonus goodies, I'm gonna have a piss poor completion percentage by the end of this because too many scannables.
I mean, it's Hunters. Who cares?
And some of them, this game gets pretty sneaky. Some of them are actually just straight up hidden. Like you saw one briefly. By the way, E-tank. You saw one briefly before I went into that first boss in the last part, but some of the scannables are literally like ghosts, and you won't even be able to see them. Like they won't even like in your normal vision. They won't even ping as a point of interest unless you're basically roaming in scan visor mode the entire time.
That's stupid.
Kind of lame. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Again, the whole fact of the whole like biggest problem with the completionist aspect of all the Prime games is that yes, I do mean yes, the scanning is mandatory for 100% completion amongst all the Prime games.
Yeah.
Although I don't think it entirely requires that just to get the best ending, because I know there's certain cases you just need to worry about a certain amount of items.
No, that's fair, yes. But if you want to, you know, be a completionist, you have to scan everything.
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it just depends on what you view as, like, being full completion to you. Like, do you just view whatever it takes just to get the best ending, or do you want to just get every single thing?
Which again, not my problem right now, and I can't go in there yet. As far as what we just arrived into, I guess another fun little thing about this, and eventually as we'll see in Prime 2, I think to a lesser degree in Prime 3.
Hey, that dickhead's dropping rocks on us.
Ah, geez, Spire, get out of here. Is that here let's get up there so we can hopefully chase him down. One of the fun, we chased him off. One of the interesting things about this game and Prime 2 and stuff is we actually start exploring things not tied to the Chozo. Like different races, such as the people who created the Octoliths. And, a trap!
Oh.
It's a trap!
So make sure to destroy the spawner first.
What an adorable little bread bug.
It reminds me of the little wheelies from Kirby.
Also, Matt.
Kind of.
Matt.
Oh yeah.
Matt,
Spire.
Matt, are you ready for Freddy?
Freddy's going to the theaters.
Yeah.
There you go.
We actually caught the recent.
The chair is waiting.
We actually caught that recent post that Scott Cawthon put on his Twitter as of this recording.
Oh, there we go.
I don't care. I do not care for Five Nights at
You clearly care enough to have a despaired reaction.
And that's fair.
Well, I
I'll
want
give
this
you
quiz.
that. It's just the fact of, technically, I'm going to be technical. We did get a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah, with the banana splits.
Exactly.
Yep. But this will be
But
good.
does
Again,
it feature the main cast?
I feel like Scott has some degree of like he wants it to at least be like something he approves of.
No, and
not
that's-
something that they take control of.
That's actually fair. I will give this. Like, Scott does have some creative control over the project, and I'll give him that.
There he is.
But it's just the fact that I don't care anymore.
Which is fine. No one's
For
asking you to
Five
care. I'm not
Nights.
saying, oh my gosh, Mad, like this movie, but just
Everyone has their own opinions.
yeah.
He's long dropped the wheel and moved on to better pastures.
Just I don't know. I'm hoping we can keep this streak going of decent video game movies.
Or you know, he's just like hype and never cared.
Because unfortunately, Matt, the Uncharted movie was not good.
Oh, I know.
That too.
The only thing I'll give the Uncharted movie is, like, okay, I am a little angry.
The Nathan Drake cameo.
No. The only thing I'll give it this is giving, hold on, give me a second. I need to remember her name. Cause she...
Zendaya?
No.
Zendaya.
Tati Gabrielle. Tati,
Oh, okay.
or Tati Gabrielle, they made her the main villain, which she's been a minor star in a lot of stuff. She's been gaining popularity, and I actually do like that. And the fact that I don't like that Antonio Banderas wasn't the villain, but you know, I do like Tati Gabrielle, so I'll go like,
I
okay,
just-
that's a good trade.
I just don't like that like I just don't like the part where like she betrayed him like over and over and he just kept like it's like dude she's clearly not a goodie.
Yeah.
Stop like thinking she's
Did somebody say something about Antonio Banderas?
yeah
He
he's
wa-
in the
yeah.
in the Uncharted movie.
He was supposed to
Oh,
be
yeah,
the
he
villain,
was.
and then he is killed off by. He is killed off by Willow from the Owl House. I'm not joking.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I mean, not.
Hey, do you want to see something cool?
I mean, not the worst
was-
thing that he's been in. Look at Evita. Am
Yeah.
I right?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that eventually. Just wait until
We'll
your
get to
birthday
that.
next year, Sammy.
No, I'm not waiting.
Alrighty,
for that.
well,
Oh my
just
God.
like that, already
What?
on to boss battle number 2.
Wait.
Is it the same as the last
Hold
one?
on.
Nope, meet Sledge.
What did you say, Sammy?
I'm not waiting for that. I'm not waiting for that. No, that's the worst birthday
I
present
don't
you
know
can
why
give
this robot
me.
thing's called Sledge.
Hey! The birthday present you're fucking giving me is talking about Patch Adams. All right? It's a fair fucking trade-off.
Oh no. Okay, so I gotta explain to all you guys out there how to beat Sledge. So the way you rinse and repeat this boss is first of all shoot any of those green projectiles because they pack a punch if they hit you.
Well,
First-
Doug, you heard him. Shoot him.
First off,
Shoot the tentacles.
All right, hang on.
And once you shoot the tentacles to release it, start popping it in the eye.
also, Ow, God, again! Ow!
You know what? I need to get some balance in here. Hype. What do you think of what do you think of this so far? Like the just the prospect alone of a Metroid Prime on DS.
It certainly is ambitious, given the DS's, capabilities, and, for what they were given, I think they've done a decent job of it from what I'm seeing.
Definitely better than I thought it was going to turn out.
Actually, now that I look at this thing floating around, is it just me or did one of GLaDOS's core put on weight?
I
It's
was
just
just
so-
thinking of that right now, actually, yeah.
It looks like a
Just
donut.
It does look like that. It just looks so out there. But again, I wish this game had a little more boss variety because again, it's this and Credifid for literally the next 7 parts. This guy I don't like because his hitbox. So okay, the other part where this gets annoying, James, is that with Slench here, whereas Credifid tries to change up its boss pattern design, I'm
Oh
so
my
close. One more
God!
hit
It's
You
boss bat- it
literally
changes up its-
like one fucking
I know. So whereas Credifid slightly changes up its movement and attack patterns, Slench does that too, but Slench's big gimmick in all the refights is he will only be weak to one particular weapon. And sometimes it's a very awkward weapon to try and hit a single dot on its eye with sometimes.
I guess considering they figured it's only just a floating eyeball, I guess they figured there wouldn't have been enough to really give it new moves or something.
Yeah, it gets a cool like boulder rolling move, but it's pathetically easy to dodge. Anyway, second Octolith, 6 to go.
Sweet.
I'm trying to remember what the
Why?
I don't remember what the
I mean, that would be a very fitting theme for grabbing an important item.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the name of the race was. The cannon holds the power. Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember what.
Real
Go ahead.
quick, Doug, do you have any sort of sound effects on your soundboard that you'd use if you get an epiphany?
Or I don't think so, no.
Oh well. I mean, the gong was close enough, but
Okay.
I figured I'd ask anyway, because I don't know. Just it seems like one of those funny sort of things you just use whenever you think of something and you just go, "Ding! I have an idea."
I just got it.
Well, let me, actually,
It's either
let me
that or
see
the
if-
one I think of that Matt likes is the Junkrat. I just got an idea! Like screaming, like that's a fun one. Yeah,
There we go.
the more you know. Anyway, okay. So two things happen in quick succession as I'm escaping this place. Is one is I decided to look up what the race of aliens were called, and this entire place is, as the same sector is called, we're dealing with an ancient race known as the Olympic. I think the Olympic are referenced in Metroid Prime 2. I'm not certain. That's why we're doing this game first, because chronologically this takes place before 2.
Look,
So when do we
alright.
get that one? So when do we get that one Metroid spin-off where we can partake in the Olympic Games?
Shush.
What?
The other
No,
thing-
no,
the
no,
other
no.
thing I-
No, the Metroid spin-off.
Weevil.
Yeah, no, the Metroid spin-off is that we have to go up against Limp Bizkit.
Uh,
Anyway, that's him. No, okay. The other thing I thought, which I would also refer to both Matt and James, is when I was looking at the MetroidWiki.org to learn more about the Olympic, his whole thing is that when he goes into Morpho mode, he makes a turret and his other body starts running around.
oh, nice.
Again, I love all the different variety of them. Anyway, he's off running. Anyway, when I looked up the Olympic, it gave me that usual wiki error that's like, oh, this wiki article is actually a stub and needs more information. And the graphic for that is Samus giving the big thumbs down.
Oh,
to the
I
general.
remember that. Yeah, I know that.
It's a female empowerment role though, Matt. It shows that she was strong and very shallow.
But wait, I was always strong. What?
Can we just
The thumbs
okay,
down.
look,
It's
hey,
the classic,
Doug?
iconic art.
Doug, I'm going to ask you to add this to your soundboard. The whole Knuckles
What?
talking about feminism thing. In
Oh, from Sonic Boom.
from
That's a tad
Sonic
long.
Boom.
That's a tad long.
That would be too
I mean,
long.
that's
That's a
a tad-
long quote.
I was about to say, yeah, no, that's a tad long-winded of a quote.
It's not a wrong quote, but it's a long quote.
Okay,
How is that?
Hey, Ari, catch!
Trust me,
It's
we'll have
It's the
plenty
Crush
of
to
time.
Insanity at Death Zone.
Yeah, it's from the
It's
mobile
the
version
thing
of Crash
that
to
makes
Insanity.
me laugh so much, and I think I was the one who gave it to you, hon.
Oh, there's some chaos
You
going on
did.
here.
Yeah.
Also, yes, again, I wish I could.
It's
That's
this
the one
group.
thing that Melon DS cannot do is that all of the FMV sequences are so horribly Nintendo DS compressed.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be until later they added a slightly better compression method for their FMV stuff. And I was about to say, we could save all of... believe you me, once we get to Metroid Other Red, you guys can more or less go, hog wild with that as much as you want. I'm just
We
gonna go
don't
in for
give
the
a
ride.
damn about that game story.
No, I mean, I still enjoy its gameplay for what it's worth, but its story is just...
Metroid,
Yeah,
other
I mean-
meh.
We did actually there's another hack we tried looking into, Doug, which was it's supposed to be like a redacted or a abridged version of Other M that that adds a number of things. One of which being it allows you to shoot missiles without having to go into first person mode all the time, and it tries to trim down a lot of the cutscenes. But unfortunately, when James and I looked into it, it's a little
Jank.
awkward. It's definitely a fan project.
One that could definitely use a little bit more time than the Afterburner.
Yeah. alright,
Wait, you
let's
mean
talk
that they
about
have to fan it out?
Yellow lightning shall
Yeah.
strike. Yellow lightning will shoot the green. Okay, got it. So yellow to green, got it. So next, welcome to
more
Vesper
Metroids.
Defense Outpost. Again, it's neat that you get to actually travel from planet to planet. Prime 3 would do this a lot more
I
as
don't
well,
like
but
it. I'm
you
sorry.
don't like going from planet to planet.
I don't like it. because the whole thing with Metroid for me is exploring the one planet you have. Like, exploring the entirety of that planet and doing exploration.
So would you say that, so would you then, okay.
Sorry, instead of just doing, you know, limited levels and all that shit.
So kind of like what, you know, some of us had said about, like, how Luigi's Mansion 1 had the one location to worry about, whereas 2 had, like, the multiples, and that kind of just bogged down the pace.
Yes, I like the one big mansion more than the multiple.
To be fair, the only reason they added the multiple mansions in Dark Moon was to address the criticism people had about the first game being short.
Which, I mean, I'm not going to say it would have been... It's not the worst thing in the world. I just think they shouldn't have bothered with the mission structure, because it really does shit all... It really does put a damper on the pace.
I kind of agree on that one, yeah.
So would you then say that... uh-oh. We're trapped.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So would you then say, Matt, that you'd like Prime 2 more than 3?
Yes, most definitely. I actually have made that a fact that I prefer Prime 2 over 3.
Okay.
Prime 2 has its issues, and I still think that Prime 1 is the best game in the series. But I will also say that I still think that Prime 2 is better than 3.
Fingers crossed Prime 4 can, you know, deliver.
I hope.
Anyway,
Here's hoping.
for now, check it.
It's green.
A snake eye. But no, more than just that. Welcome to this game's big gimmick, the new elemental weaponry, the Battle Hammer. So
it pretty much is used exactly like our regular Buster, but now it's green.
So with Prime 2 and 3, not so with Prime 1. Prime 1 I will also say I liked more because you didn't have to worry about all this ammo with all your different beams. So with Prime 2, 3, and then this game onwards, what ends up being introduced is you now have to manage secondary ammunition. So with the sledgehammer here, whatever it's called, you now have to also manage a different again ammunition source than just your missiles. So fortunately enemies drop it pretty regularly, which is why honestly for the most part what you'll end up doing is the more of these weapons you find, you'll actually start using the old power beam less and less, because you can get quite a lot of you can get a lot of this. I think they call it universal ammo. You can get a lot of a tank increases later on.
Pretty much against whatever you lost in reserves.
Right. What are your thoughts on the different weapons? And I guess, you know, why not? Let's open it up. What were your thoughts on, like, the different weapons and the whole multiplayer thing of this game, Matt?
Just as a reminder, it has been over a decade since I have played this game. In fact, probably much longer. So, I don't fully remember.
Come on.
Huh?
Almost. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there you go.
I did it. I opened up the force field.
Yeah, but no, basically I just... Okay.
I was scampering about like a plumber.
But no, like, I like the different weapons. I think that's a cool idea. I think it's interesting. They should expand on it more. Maybe add this mode again. Maybe add the multiplayer mode again in Prime 4.
I mean, do you think that's part of the reason... Do you think that's part of the reason why it's taken so long for it to be released, aside from having to completely restart its development?
Maybe? I don't know. Honestly, I just am hoping the game will be good.
Right.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, so right there, that first lore piece, because again, very much like your typical Prime fare, Samus, the Metroid games love to sprinkle about the lore, so unless you're actually reading it, you'll just be so confused with what's happening at the very end of the game. So what we're going to be learning about is that the Olympic Society, before they just suddenly vanished, they were trying to create some sort. They were trying to devise a way to defend themselves from alien invaders, and one of the ideas they came up with was a super weapon known as I call it Gorilla, but I think they call it Goria because it sounds less like gonorrhea. So Gorilla.
The Olympic Society thought of that. Oh, those darn long jumpers! When will they ever learn?
Shush. So yeah, so they're trying to apparently contain Gorilla, and that is wow. This is the part where Samus is like,
I was frozen
today.
Kind
of I was gonna say that's the part where
thing came in the mind.
I was about to say that's the part where Samus is like, wow. From the other side, that's kind of annoying. freezing people like that.
And then Samus proceeds to keep on using the ice
Exactly.
beam.
So that's how it.
Which
that's
again,
what that
which again,
feels
it's
like.
So
which
that's
again,
what
we
it feels
at,
like.
no, actually, no, we actually get a pretty
Oh.
good version of the ice beam
Yeah,
in this,
yeah,
but not till
Sammy?
later. Go ahead, Sammy.
No, I'm just like, so that's what it feels like.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't like it.
No, and stay tuned for Fusion, Sammy. It's only gonna get worse from here.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, if I'm careless with that game, I'm gonna get my ass whooped 3 ways from Sunday.
I guess you could say it is a cold fusion.
However, more on that later. I always
Stop
liked the idea of the
ignoring
ice
me.
missiles. It was cool. Fine. That's cool.
Ow!
Anyway, our last 4 brains facilitate enhanced cognitive functions. Oh, so they were big brain mode.
I'm
see this
sorry.
with Logan
I
violence.
I know we should keep making this a fucking gag in this whole commentary, but please, for the love of all that's sacred, Doug, please tell me you have a guitar smash a la El Kabong.
I'm gonna add that later.
Please
Yay! Kabong!
do. Kabong!
Oh, hey, more guardians. That I learned.
Oh, great.
I figured it out. That's what those things are called.
Yeah,
they're
from
not-
what I remember seeing in Johnny's playthrough, these guys are pretty fucking frequent.
And as you see here, he's trying to stun me, but all that happens is my screen gets all wobbly like that because it doesn't render in the static. Thank goodness. Like, that's the one time where James like, man, I wish I could have more things that would like make my eyes irritated while trying to watch.
Oh, no.
So anyway, so with that said, we got ourselves, I want to say 1 out of the 3 keys that we need, and we did get ourselves our first universal weapon. So stay tuned in the next part. We're gonna, continue doing what we do best: wreck stuff up.
Yeah.
Buckle up, everybody. It's gonna be a long and windy ride.
Kapog?